Hi, I'm Diana, and I help mamas rock for their babies and for themselves.
And I'm Lucy. I'm a mind body coach helping people with fitness and nutrition and making healthy lifestyle choices. Together, we help people to create a balanced life even when they feel that life is too busy for it. So here we
This,
are. Let's just go with it.
well, this is just unbelievable. First, my PC dies on me,
PC
and
guys,
then
yeah.
my laptop freezes.
Mhm.
I think I don't know. The universe might be testing our patience today.
Well, your laptop froze, and then you went to fix the shades, and the shade broke, and then we
Oh
were in the
yeah,
middle of a hangout, and your laptop froze again. So, yeah, this is one of those days for you, Diana, where you really do feel tested, don't you?
yeah, yeah. And then it's just best to laugh it off because this is actually what I oh. Okay, so I don't know if it's my video or your video. One of the videos is gone again. Can you
Well,
still hear me?
just keep rolling with it. I
Yeah.
can see both, so let's just keep.
Okay. So this is one thing that I learned from my husband. He said, in a situation like that, if you get all worked up about it, it's not going to change the situation. So it's only going to make it worse.
Right. It's best to just breathe deep,
That's right.
smile if you can, and keep moving forward, right?
Exactly. So Lucy, tell me, how do you feel about the fact that we haven't done a video?
Yeah, it feels a little strange, right? I feel like we've been off the grid for a while. How do you feel?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it because I know we kind of made this commitment to ourselves that we do a video every other week. Um, so from that point of view, I feel like we haven't stuck to our commitment, but then on the other hand, I know why we've done it, right? And that was because we were listening to our bodies, like taking a bit of our own medicine, so to speak. And that actually makes me feel good about it.
Yeah, we have two ways to look at it. One is to feel guilty, and the other one is to feel like we were actually doing what we needed to be doing, and we were doing what we tell people to do. So, just a little background for people that are watching. We were both kind of like on this big business push, and we were just cramming things in left and right. And so we finally said, you know what? We need sleep before we need to do more work. So on that note, how do you feel today? Are you feeling a little bit recovered?
Yes, actually, I do. I had a very nice day today as well, very energizing, starting with taking my son to his swimming lessons and having fun with my daughter playing in the water whilst he was having his lesson, and I had a great meeting after that. So,
So funny because people like us that have so many things to do, we'll never have a to-do list with zero things on it. There's always going to be hundreds of things on that list, and we need to prioritize that list. And at the same time, the priority needs to be on our health as well as these other things, because if we're the ones that are doing this stuff, we need to be in optimal condition in order to do it well, right? And so I think that that's what sunk into our heads that first time.
absolutely.
I'm I was really proud of us, actually.
It took, like you said, we had a few iterations until we actually made that decision to take a break and put sleep, make sleep a higher priority. Um, so making that decision is one thing, but even when you're so busy, even feeling, you know, having that, allowing your body to bring that up and say, I actually need that break. That's like the first step. Right? If you don't even allow that to happen, you don't even have to make that decision. So it's almost like a two-step process. And I
Right,
think
if you're
we
not
need,
even listening in the first place, you're not going to hear it. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
exactly. So
Well, you're a work-at-home mom, so you have a business and children, and of course a husband that demands attention and a house and all these things. And I have a full-fledged business. I have a significant other and a house to take care of and things like that. And we both have our physical care to keep in mind as well. And I think, everybody that's watching this can probably say, oh, but I just don't have time. You maybe could have done that, but I would never be able to do that. And that is so easy to say. It's so easy to say, I just don't have time to take care of myself. It's actually more difficult to be disciplined enough to put in the time to take care of yourself, I think.
It is for me, especially because it's so easy to put the children first. I think as long as the children are little, that's what a lot of moms will experience, that you always find time to look after your children, and you think you don't have time. As soon as a child is ill, you will find the time to take that child to the doctor if necessary. So you can always find time if the priority is high enough. And I think it's especially with the period that I've been through where I was in so much pain, I really try and read those signals earlier, because I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to where I've come from. I've come such a long way that I know I can only rock for my children if I take care of myself.
That's such important knowledge to have. I know so many moms that just give everything all the time, and when there's no replenishing, it just gets to be less and less and less that we have to give in all areas of life, whether you're a mom, whether you're a busy executive, whether you have your own business, or all three.
Yeah.
Did it go well for you ultimately? Like, how did you put yourself ahead, and then, did it affect anything, or did it actually take away from your productivity? What happened to you ultimately?
What happened to me? Well, I definitely put sleep pretty high on the priority lists at that point, and tried to just reduce the number of things that I might have normally done, or that I committed to, like to our videos. And there were still things that I decided I wanted to get done, and I did. I didn't end up maybe doing so much that I got to the point where you end up not being able to do anything anymore, right? So if I look back, I think I've done the right things at the right moment for myself. I don't know how you felt, how you handled it for yourself, and then coming back to where we are today, actually saying, okay, today we're going to go for it.
And then there's the bunch of bumps to get over. I know. But yeah, I wanted to share with you anyway a little bit about Lake Tahoe, because I was just there. That was another one of the little things that came into play during our scheduling. So I was still working when I went on vacation, but that's fine. I mean, isn't that lovely that you can take your work with you anywhere you go? And for me, I get rolling so much that my adrenaline and my nervous system just gets so wired that then I can't sleep. And then I get more wired, and then I can't sleep even more. And so I was getting to this point where I was having a hard time falling asleep and not sleeping well. And when that happens, I know that I need to take some conscious steps to bring myself down in energy level. And I've kind of gone against that grain in the past, and it's not good, because what happens is, even though I feel fine, I just feel wired, I end up getting really, really sick. Like, the body just goes, okay, you're not going to sleep, you're not going to lay down, you're not going to take a rest, so we're going to make you. And I get weird things, like I used to just break out with strep throat. I'm lucky that I learned that, and so I don't want that to happen, so I force myself to take it down a few notches. I guess if you haven't had that happen, some people can go and go and go, and then it turns into something really bad, like some kind of heart disease, or some kind of stroke, or some kind of cancer. I mean, you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to take it down a few notches on a regular basis, and make sure that you're in that kind of steady state of equilibrium, of balance. So finally, I was just saying that my trip to Lake Tahoe was exactly where I needed it to be. I didn't get to rest 100%, but it definitely helped me to pull back. It was a beautiful, beautiful area. If you haven't been there, I highly suggest you take a visit. So it looks like Diana has encountered some technological difficulties again, and I think we lost her. But so I'm going to just sign off for us, and hopefully within just a small amount of time, we'll have everything figured out and we'll be back to our regular schedule. And we'll also be keeping our stress down, just like we're encouraging you to do as well. Till next time, bye.